The headlines: man injured as car ploughs into sea. Furious Antigua students complain against Bajan health inspector. And Windies Women named in Saturday's cricket fundraiser for Dominica. Welcome to Nation News for Thursday, September the 24th, 2015. Thanks for joining us. First, we hear that members of the International Business Association have been playing up the contribution of the sector to the economy, even as it faces pressures from rich nations. International business companies are estimated to contribute $1 billion in foreign exchange annually to local coffers, according to the executive director of the International Business Association, Henderson Holmes. He says there are more than 3,600 companies registered here, employing more than 4,000 people. Speaking ahead of a week of activities, Mr. Holmes said there's more business out there, but the country needs to move faster.
Unless the regulators, administrators, the Congresses and all the rest of the parliaments and the governments across the world manage to kill capitalism entirely, there will always be a search for places to do business, and we have to be able to move a little faster, and therefore we're constantly working at that with government. We think that we have the same objective as government.
1 minute he was having lunch, the next he was being pulled from the sea. That was apparently what happened to an unidentified man who was treated at the Randall Phillips Polyclinic in Oistins. He was pulled from an SUV which crashed into the sea behind the old Licensing Authority building. He had been parked under a tree having lunch just before the incident occurred, according to eyewitnesses. They say the car moved off and struck a parked vehicle before crashing into the water. The Health Ministry is investigating a report that one of its inspectors doused food prepared by Antiguan students with bleach on Tuesday evening. Members of the Antigua and Barbados Student Association at UWK were hosting a food day as part of their week of activities. The students were quoted as saying that they were told by the health inspector that their food did not meet the regulatory temperature and that they were denied a request for time to allow the food to heat up via the food warmers. An argument then apparently broke out, and the inspector is said to have doused the food with bleach. Primary school students Tyra Green and Faith Rouse were touched by an article in The Nation showing Dominican Shamina Balman, who had lost all of her school books during last month's deadly storm. With the help of a teacher, the Sailor primary students asked their schoolmates for donations, and on Wednesday handed over 500 exercise books to the Barbados Coast Guard. The books will be taken down on the latest trip by the Coast Guard to Dominica. Police have released the names of 2 men they say are wanted in connection with serious crimes. They are 30-year-old Matthew Omar Clarence Cumberbatch of 3rd Avenue, Paris Gap, Westbury Road, and 23-year-old Trey Kamar Muddy of Goodland Main Road. Police warn they are considered to be armed and dangerous and should not be approached by the public. A Caribbean Youth Entrepreneurship Summit has begun in Barbados, with Government Minister Stephen Lashley calling for help for young people starting their own businesses. Mr. Lashley said such businesses can be globally competitive and contribute to regional development.
It is very possible, therefore, to provide entrepreneurs, and in particular young entrepreneurs, whether they are survival, lifestyle, growth, or serial entrepreneurs, with the important tools, resources, and guidance to be substantial economic contributors.
Sport now, 2 women have been named among the players for Saturday's Rally Round the Dominica charity cricket match at Kensington Oval. Newly appointed West Indies women's captain Stephanie Taylor and the hard-hitting Deandra Doughton have been named on opposing teams. Also in the squads are former Manchester United footballer Dwight York and former world champion sprinter Johan Blake. They will join President and former West Indies players including Jason Holder, Darren Sammy, Brian Lara and Sir Curtly Ambrose. The match starts at 7 p.m. on Saturday and all proceeds will go to the Dominica relief efforts. Finally, scientists have found that we lie more convincingly when we need to pee. Researchers at California State University found that students who lied to an interviewer while needing to urinate were better at evading detection. So, when you need to wee, it apparently improves your ability to tell a convincing lie. Now you know. And that's Nation News for Thursday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And remember to pick up your Weekend Nation on Friday or subscribe to our e-paper.